The race for a 2025 quarterback is starting to ramp up, and Nebraska just became the favorite to land a talented four-star signal caller out of California. So in this video, I'm going to break down who he is, what does he bring to the table, what does his recruitment process look like, and inevitably, will Matt Rhule and the Cornhuskers land his talents to add to this quarterback room in 2025 and beyond? So real quick, if you like the content, please hit the like button on this video. It really helps me out, along with subscribing to the channel. Since the start of 2024, we have made 40 plus Nebraska football videos about every single day. We're talking about Husker recruiting, Husker offseason, film breakdowns, and instant analysis. So if you don't want to miss out on anything more like that, please hit that sub button. It would really help me out. But without further ado, let's get into it talking about this recruit. He goes by the name of TJ Lateef, and you look at his recruiting pages. Listed as a top 200 player in the country, top 10 quarterback, 6'2", 190 from Orange, California. And you look at his offer list: Penn State, Georgia, Florida State, Miami, Ole Miss, Arizona. I mean, about every single program in the country is trying to get his talents, and there's a good reason why. And for a long time, it actually looked like Arizona was the betting favorite to land him. All of last fall, all of this winter, all signs pointed to him being a Wildcat. But of course, we saw what happened with Arizona. Their head coach, Jedd Fisch, left to go to Washington. And that really opened up his recruiting process more. So much so that Nebraska extended an offer to him about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And ever since then, things have started to ramp up to the point where Nebraska is now the favorite to actually land his talents. It was announced a couple days ago that Lateef is going to be taking a visit to Lincoln, Nebraska in late April for the spring game. So again, now on some other recruiting sites, everybody's projecting him to actually be a Cornhusker. So you watch him on film. What does he actually bring to the table? What is he as a quarterback? Look at the stats here. 2,000 yards as a junior in high school, passing the football along with 13 touchdowns. But not only can he get it done with his arm, he can get it done with his legs as well. Again, he can make a couple guys miss. He can get out of the pocket, scramble, dive for a first down, make a play. But really, when you watch him, he's not a run-first quarterback. He's more of a Dylan Raiola, Patrick Mahomes type guy where, yeah, he can run it and he can evade pressure, but really, he's going to hurt you through his arm. And I know that's what Matt Rhule, Marcus Satterfield, and Glenn Thomas are all looking for in a quarterback. And then going back to what he does with his arms, he has great pocket awareness, really, really good arm strength. He can go throw it about 50, 60, 70 yards, great accuracy. So I'm really looking forward to watching him more throughout his senior year of high school, but he looks really good on film. I will say he's a little bit raw as a prospect, thrown a little too many interceptions, but that's what you'd expect from a guy as young as he is, so that's nothing to be concerned about. So again, that's what he brings to the table actually as a recruit. But it should be noted the fact that he's out of California. Is Nebraska actually trying to build a pipeline in the Golden State? I know that when Mike Riley was here, he really tried to get those Calibraska connections going. So it should be noted if Nebraska is really trying to get back in that state and get some good recruits. And it should be noted that Glenn Thomas really made this offer. Glenn Thomas, only a couple weeks after he was hired, was the one to offer TJ Lateef, the new quarterback coach, Glenn Thomas. So it will be interesting to see if Glenn Thomas specifically is going after California or if it's just a one-off thing. I know from my experience, we need to actually go back in California. There's too many talented recruits there. And USC, UCLA, they haven't really built a foothold in that recruiting sphere. You can absolutely go in there and take a lot of guys. So I would be absolutely impressed if Nebraska could build a pipeline there, forge connection with the high school coaches, and get more guys like TJ Lateef in the future. So again, really stoked about this. We'll watch his recruiting process as it goes on, but right now Nebraska is the heavy favorite. It should be noted that he's also still interested in schools like Ole Miss and Michigan State. But right now, again, Nebraska looks like they are going to go after him. And I'm really impressed by this because I made a video about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, saying how Nebraska missed out on their number one quarterback prospect, Alex Mansky, in the 2025 class. And I was wondering if we were even going to land one, period. But Nebraska rebounds well, and they're potentially going after a guy who might be even better than Alex Mansky in TJ Lateef, who is a high 4-star. So again, let me know what you think about him down below. Are you stoked about this addition? Will Nebraska land him? And anything else, let me know. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any more Nebraska football videos like this. And as always, folks, go Big Red, go Matt Rhule, and see you in the next one.